Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Auburn's offense will have the first possession of the game. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got it in the middle. It's Riley.
Was complete.
The lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they are looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So Missouri's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Horn. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Tigers. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 19, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Third down play from the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Thompson. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
And I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
It's caught. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Catch in the middle. It's Miller. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Tigers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about
looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position.
And he breaks into the open. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset. You've
got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he could block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
The back goes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
Reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff to the single running back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Cobb. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening.
He holds it in and nobody's close. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Looking to throw for it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half. Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in there.
Looking to throw, it's Horn. Going for it all. Snags it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to find his man on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This offense has a second down play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Give to the single back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Looking to throw, it's Horn. Fires left. He's got it.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Leaves it with the running back. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Finds his back in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip. Running the red zone. It's Lacey. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. It's Horn. He's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Wake Forest. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Looking to throw on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker to protect them.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Give to the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Horn. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Looking for more room. The 10. Touchdown, Auburn. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few first downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the first down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us. And they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Get set, get set.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Roberts. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being